Before I start, I would like to share one incident which happened in the morning. So, I am in Nagaland now, in Dimapur. I woke up around 4:45 a.m. I woke up at 4:45 a.m. I just saw through the window, it was day. It was daylight, full. I got shocked. 4:45 a.m. Why? Anyone? Why this happened? Let me unmute you all. East side. Okay. Then why east side means? See, I was shocked, in fact. 4:45 daylight. Sun rises in the east because they want crux of light. Okay. Why? Yes, the answer is sun rises in the east. So, I was shocked, in fact. And you know one thing, here in Dimapur, all the things they get closed by 7:30, around 7:30 p.m. Almost all the shops. And also, as I shared previously, Sunday almost 90. No, no, I was not in dream. I woke up. In fact, I thought like that. I knew that sun rises lit early, but I was shocked. In fact, I thought that I was in dream. Their evening is also have yes, that is the reason. Okay, like uh, I thought this will be information for you with respect to geography. So I just made a point. I never imagined that things can happen like this. It's a very beautiful place. Any of you, if you are from Northeast, I recommend Imperial IAS Academy. They have got awesome stuff here, well equipped things, like very good. You can join. The problem for them in government job. Okay, let's get into the topic. Okay, there are 6 methods of persuasion which are given by Robert Cialdini. Here, most important thing is these are not exclusive. These are not exclusive means it doesn't stop here. The 6 methods are not the only methods. These are the methods according to this person. There can be other methods also. You can also come up with other methods, right? So there are 6 methods. In that, first one is reciprocation. Give and take is a central part of reciprocation. People find some way to repay what they have received from others, at least to a certain extent. All. Is there anyone who always want to take things and not give? No. I was telling with respect to marriage. Most of the people who are thinking of marrying next year, or if they have their children's marriage next year, they make it a point that they visit and they attend all the ceremony, and they often give good amount of what is that, say for example 500, something like that. Why? Because they expect these people to come to their marriage and give the same thing, right? This is reciprocation. Anything you help someone, they will reciprocate to at least certain extent. So this is one of the way of pursuing others. You give them something, they will also try to give the things which they have, right? I will explain these things in detail afterwards. First, let us go in simple, one by one. Newton's third law can also be an examples of reciprocation. No, no, no. I think I have to think. This is a new thought. Action and reaction are equal and opposite. Uh, Occasion Muslim friends use sweets. We Hindus offer sweets to them. Yes, Dasara occasion. Reciprocation. Reciprocation will always be there. Say, for example, okay, anything like that, right? So first we'll discuss these things in one or two lines. Afterwards, I'll give the things in a systematic way, how they are written in most standard books, right? Reciprocation. Next is consistency. Here, once people once people have taken a stand, they are under both internal and also external pressure to behave consistently with commitment, right? You have committed, say for example, me, I have committed that I will give free coaching 12 months. I will dedicate. Once I get committed, I will be having internal and external pressure, really. In fact, many times, like from morning to evening, I'll be thinking as to like what should I say to my students, like how can I make them productive, because once you get committed for anything, say for example, you told one of your friend that next month I will be giving 1,000 rupees. Once you get committed, you will be like the greater chance that they will abide by them, right? Next, social proof. We decide what is correct by noticing what other people think is correct. This we are talking with respect to methods of persuasion, how to pursue the others. We decide what is correct by noticing that other people think. I repeat, we decide what is correct by noticing what other people think is correct. If everyone is behaving in certain way, especially at the higher level, most assume that this is the right thing. Say for example, you have joined a job. There you see how your colleagues are working. Based on that, you also start working in the same way. Social proof is very important. Liking. People say yes to people whom they like. In that, two ways are there: physical attractiveness and similarity. Similarity, say for example, a short person, another short person, a dark person, another dark person, a person's preparing for civil service, another person preparing civil service. So here, liking is one important thing. Authority. People respect authority, both real and implied. So here, what is this implied authority means? Implied authority here means that which is in the form of that which is not written in the form of which is not in the form of written things. Say for example, your police, they have got real authority. On the other hand, say for example, a elder brother. Elder brother is also having authority. That is implied, right? Some messages. This is conformity behavior. This is conformity behavior. I didn't get Shukmar. Okay. Authority. Next is scarcity. People want more of what they cannot have. Isn't it? If we put all these things, then you can pursue an individual to a greater extent. Right? Let us discuss these things elaborately in a like more systematic way, in a way which is given in standard books, right? The same things. But as I said, these are not exclusive. There can be other ways of persuasion also, right? Methods of persuasion. Robert Cialdini in Influence, this book, in Influence, in his book on persuasion, I defined 6 weapons of influence, which are as follows. This is the book, one of the most influential book. This is one of the classic, even now it is a bestseller, right? Reciprocation. The word give and take is the central principle of this method. All of us are taught that we should find some ways to repay others for what they do for us. Most people will make effort to avoid being described as a person who does not pay their debts. Yes, isn't it? Because he has taken the money. If he is not paying, it is not a good behavior, right? Most people will make effort to avoid being considered as a person who does not pay their debts. If you don't reciprocate, not only with respect to money, if you don't reciprocate, it will be like a one-side thing. This is an extremely powerful tactic and can even spur unequal exchanges, right? So, dear students, you also please do apply this concept. Say, for example, if you want to have a good friend, if you want to make one individual as your friend, what is the one best way? First, you have to give. Afterwards, that give and take will be there. In one experiment, very important experiment, in one experiment, example, half of the people attending an art, half of the people attending an art appreciation session were offered a soft drink. Just they were have offered a soft drink. Afterwards, all were asked if they would buy 25-cent raffle tickets, a means for raising money by selling numbered tickets. So they were just offered a soft drink, half of the people, and they asked if they are like willing to buy. Guess what? The people who had been offered soft drink purchased twice as much tickets, whether or not they had accepted the drink. See, this is the principle of reciprocation. With respect to like our salesmen also, we often come across this. They give some small things. Say, for example, a pen, something like that. Madam, this is a gift. They simply give that. Why they give that? Because they want to take, they want to take, they want you to take their things. Isn't it? That is one of the principle. See here, they were just offered a drink and the purchasers were twice. Half of the people who were not offered, when compared to that, it was twice. Right? This is a very, very powerful principle. Moving forward, commitment and consistency. Here you might have observed, even say for example, often while you are using mobile or any service or any app, often sometimes some things pop up and they say, rate us. Then other thing will be, not now, not now. See here, indirectly, they are making you to commit. Here, they won't say, the option won't be, no, I won't review. No, it won't be like that. I will review afterwards. Indirectly, you get committed there. Once people have made a choice or taken a stand, they are under both internal and external pressure to behave consistently with that commitment. This desire for consistency offers us all a shortcut to action as we recall a previous decision we have already made. Right? So if you want anything, say for example, especially you students notes, generally like we will be hesitating whether to ask notes or anything like that. Dear students, don't do that. The best way is just ask. Whether they give or not, it is left to them. The best way to get things done is just ask first. And after that, make them commit to that decision. Once they commit, the chances of they giving your notes or any valuable thing is very high. Right? Often politicians use this technique in their election campaigns, making people commit to their ideology when you can get someone to commit verbally to an action, the chances go up sharply that they will actually do it. Just, just they ask you to say, like, just say that you are with us. That is the beginning. Once if you have made a commitment, definitely you want to be consistent with those things. So this is one of the powerful methods of persuasion. Social proof. We decide what is correct by noticing what other people think correct. Maybe with respect to dress pattern, maybe with respect to any other thing. We decide whether we are correct or not by seeing others. This principle applies especially to the way we determine what constitutes correct behavior. Right? I repeat this again. We decide what is correct by noticing what other people think correct. This principle applies especially to the way we determine what constitutes the correct behavior, right? We see, say for example, we see some like making, like touching elder's feet. We notice that, we feel that that is one of the correct method. If everyone else is behaving a certain way, most assume that this is the right thing to do. Example, one of the most important and largely unconscious ways we decide what is acceptable behavior on our current job is by watching the people around us, especially the higher ups and the old timers. Say, for example, you have gone to a coaching institution. There, by watching what your seniors does, you will feel that that is the correct one. Sorry. Next, this principle of influence works even more strongly when the situation is uncertain or the people aren't sure what to do. So this consistency and social proof works to a greater extent when you are not sure. If you are sure of the things, it may not work that effectively. In the situation of uncertainty, because already you are not like, you don't know exactly what is correct. So you look after the people. Then you say that this is the correct. Product endorsements are the most obvious application of the social proof. If you want someone to do something for you, be sure to let them see that many other people are already doing it or are willing to do it. Show them others like them, believe in your product or using it. Often the salesmen use this. Madam, in the corner house, there is one person he has already taken. Or if they want to pursue to donate to, say for example, Ganapati festival, even children do that. They say, uncle, auntie, see that person has given 500 rupees, this person has given 100 rupees, you are giving just 10 rupees. When they say that, you feel okay, the correct thing is to give at least 100 rupees. Then you may change the stand. This is one of the method of persuasion. Liking. This principle is simple and concise. People say yes to people that they like, isn't it? People say yes to people that they like. In fact, say for example, Virat Kohli. Many like appreciate or even somehow agree and even appreciate in many circumstances, though some say that Virat Kohli is very aggressive. Why? Because they like him. Since they like him, they start like appreciating and like having positive things towards whatever they say. This in fact happens very deep when you are in love with some individual. When you are in love with some individual, like I had a friend who was saying, whatever that girl does, I feel that is the correct one. Whatever way. Say, for example, one day, in fact, that girl did not like did not come properly. Means like almost it was a morning class. She came directly like bed to class, even not not washing the face. That individual was saying that is a correct thing. Why? You like them. Say, for example, with respect to our own teaching. Say, when you like me, whatever I do, somehow you say, okay, that is correct. There is nothing wrong. On the other hand, you might have come across some people, by their just presence, you get irritated. You dislike them. So whatever they do won't be appealing to you. Whatever they say, you are not impressed by them. Two major factors contributing to overall liking are: first one, physical attractiveness. That is the reason why in all the movie stars are generally glamorous. Generally glamorous. Second factor is with respect to similarity. People who are most People who are more physically attractive seems to be more persuasive. They get what they want. They can easily change others' attitude. Yes, this is true. Don't you feel like that? Say, for example, like a handsome boy or girl comes to you and asks you to donate 5 rupees, 10 rupees for some cause. The chances of you giving money are very high if they are very attractive. Isn't it? Right? Is it true? Like, is this happened anywhere? Okay. Moving forward, this attractiveness is proven to send favorable message or impressions of other traits that a person may have, such as talent, kindness, intelligence. I'll repeat the second stanza. This attractiveness is prone to, prone to send favorable message or impressions of other traits. Here, this attractiveness, he's getting linked and they're getting favorable impressions with respect to talent. He is beautiful, he's handsome and also talented, kind and also intelligent. Right? On the other side, a person is not that attractive. Even if he is talented, kind and intelligent, that may not be that persuasive. The second factor, and this is one of the thing why hair hostess or like most of the hair hostess are very beautiful. One of the reason is that. Okay. Second factor is similarity. This is the simple aspect of liking, simpler aspect of liking. The idea of similarities states if people like you, they are more likely to say yes to what you ask them. When we do this, we usually don't think about it. It just comes naturally, right? I repeat the second one again. The idea of similarity states if people like you, they are more likely to say yes. If people don't like you, you're more likely to say no to what you ask them. When we do this, we usually don't think about it. It just comes naturally, right? Okay, moving forward. Authority. Most of us are raised with a respect for authority, both real and implied. Sometimes people confuse symbols of authority like title, appearance, possessions with the true substance. Some people are more strongly influenced by authority than others, and compare can vary according to the situation. This we have studied with respect to conformity, with respect to how the things happen in relation to authority and obedience. Right? Example with this. This is one of the standard example given. Example, it's 11 p.m. and the doorbell rings. Two policemen in uniform want to come in and ask you some questions at 11 p.m. Most people respect such authority enough that they would comply even though the constitution say they don't have to, right? At 11 p.m. Why? Because these are the symbols of authority. The uniform is a symbol of authority. Not only to authority, the symbol of authority is also important. Taking the other case, if it was like 3 p.m. and two men are in civil dress, think that they're police themselves, but they're in civil dress, claiming to be detectives or police, most of us would hesitate. The men would have to come overcome our resistance with more proof of their authority, like badges as a such warrant, isn't it? If a person comes in uniform and if they ask for something, somehow you respond good. The same people, if they come in civil uniform, civil dress, the chances of you responding are less, right? Moving forward with respect to scarcity. Nearly everyone is vulnerable to some form of principle of scarcity. Opportunities seems more valuable when they are less available. I repeat, opportunities seems more valuable when they are less available. That is the reason they often use limited edition series. Why they use this limited edition series? Maybe in car, maybe in any cloth, because there is a scarcity. Not only that, say for example, like most posh and luxurious cars. In fact, they don't want to produce more cars. Why? If more cars are produced, there is no element of scarcity, isn't it? In fact, it is true. How hard to get things are perceived as better than easy to get things. Moving forward, the possibility of losing something is more powerful motivator than gaining something. When something has limited availability, people assign it more value. According to Cialdini, people want more of what they cannot have. This is true. Not only here, in all the circumstances. Say, for example, like I have heard and I have seen many like students, many youngsters, they want like a, okay, that was like in fact not an appropriate example, right? So if the things are scarce, the chances of getting persuaded are very high, right? There are two major reasons. There are two major reasons why scarcity principle works. One, when things are difficult to get, they are usually more valuable. People think that if it is difficult to get, they are usually more valuable. So that can make it seem to be having better quality. Please internalize these things. Here we are discussing the concept with respect to reasons why scarcity principle work. Scarcity principle work because if when the things are difficult to get, they are more valued, and also it seems that they have a better quality. If it is available everywhere, say for example, our free coaching, nearly like one more than 1000, in fact like 1500 odd, they have shown interest, they have downloaded the app, but Since it's free, there is no scarcity. People won't be persuaded. In fact, say for example, I make say personal mentorship. Personal mentorship only for like as my tagline, 11 students. Scarcity. In fact, it's having a lot of demand. And in fact, I am avoiding this because it's very, very difficult. Very difficult. Personal coaching is not that easy. Like if I share my experiences, like uh, like you will laugh, right? When things become less available, we would lose the chance to acquire them. Less available means we'll lose the chance to acquire them. When this happens, we assign the scarce item more value simply because it is harder to acquire. See, these are self-explanatory things. So, in simple words, I have made the things. There's no need to repeat them again, I feel. Right? Government has used all kinds of efforts coming to the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Like I told, like how it was a successful effort. If you take up the example of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, they have used the principle of persuasion. Government has used all kinds of efforts. Social influence, they have used celebrities, Amir Khan, Salman Khan, persuasion campaign at Gram Sabha level, educating people about harms of open defecation. This way, changing attitude of people towards open defecation, social hygiene will serve for social change in turn. Right? Now, let me ask you. I heard somewhere beautiful people get selected easily than less attractive. I don't know whether it is true. No, it's not true in civil service. It's not true. See here, they may get selected. Say for example, a reception role. Reception role. Okay. For receptionist, they have to be attractive. For hair hostess, they have to be attractive. But for civil service, it's not the case. It's true. It's true, and I have seen. But there is an element always. Like you yourself think, one very attractive people, not like beautiful. Beautiful is different. Attractive is different. One attraction may not be physical. So if he is present, somehow the chances of interviewer getting impressed are high. But I like firmly believe that UPSC, whatever it does in a fair way. You know one thing in interview, nobody knows that who are the people who will be there. There will be 4 to 5 people. You won't be knowing who are the people present in the interview, except the chairman. It is said that there will be one psychologist also present there. There's a person who will be like a psychologist who can make out whether you are bluffing, whether you are telling something wrong. There will be subject matter specialists, everyone will be there. So this persuasion, social influence, attitude formation, attitude change, a well-educated and experienced person has said this. Okay, chances are there, madam, but I don't agree. Especially in civil service, I don't agree. Maybe that well-educated and experienced person might have not been selected. If he is not selected, he might be giving the reason, saying that that was one of the reasons why I was not selected. Right? Okay. So these are the things with respect to persuasion. And we are left with another 2 topics here. One is moral attitude. Second one is political attitude. So though I have thought this topic many times, in fact, I am not satisfied with this one. So I'll after I will be taking this topic afterwards. I feel that I need to study more with respect. I have already taught this to almost many batches. Even then, in fact, I didn't find exact material, authentic material in standard books. So moral attitude and political attitude, I'll be taking up afterwards, right? This is one thing, and many of you asked how to make notes with respect to ethics, how to make notes for ethics. So I'll just brief them in few minutes. Number one is with respect to syllabus. Please internalize the syllabus. Syllabus should be in your mind. Any question if you get, just bombard the question with the syllabus, you'll get all the points. This is very important. Number one, syllabus should be in your mind. Number two, try to interconnect all the concepts present. Say, for example, how we connected like values to ethics to like integrity to probity, attitude. You connect the things, right? This is the second one. Third one is with respect to the concepts. So here, with respect to concept, you should have one or two line definition. One or two line definition for all. This is one of the most important thing. Okay. Here, say for example, ethics. You should have one or two line definition. For integrity, for probity, for ethical governance, for good governance. For all this, you should have one or two line definition. That will be more than sufficient. Then the fourth thing is previous year questions. Take previous year questions, solve them. See, this is important, very, very important. If you go through the complete syllabus, you cannot answer more than 50% of the questions, even if you master the whole syllabus. In ethics, I am saying. On the other hand, if you master all the previous year questions, you can answer more than 50% of questions in ethics. In fact, the questions are repeating in one or the other way. Like I repeat, if you internalize all the topics in the syllabus, you won't be in a position to answer most of the questions. On the other hand, if you internalize all the previous year questions, especially in ethics, you can answer most of the questions because questions are repeating in one or the other way. Right? Then third is with respect to fifth is with respect to case studies. This is very, very important and applying to all. Wherever you are preparing, whenever you are preparing, you always have to keep two things in mind. What is that? UPSC is testing your attitude. UPSC is testing your problem solving ability. These two things you always have to keep in mind. Wherever you get, whatever situation it may be, if you are not applying this, if you are not showing these qualities, you won't get good marks. So whenever you are preparing, like you have to think, you have to keep one point in mind, how to show my attitude, how to show my problem solving ability, how can I solve this problem. So for all the questions, this thing very important, for all the previous year questions, you have to look into all the previous year questions through the lens of these two, attitude and problem solving. All questions, all case studies have this component because UPSC explicitly has said that we are testing these two things. Right? Sir, will the question repeats in all the subjects of UPSC? What is the third one, sir? Third one. Okay, I forgot where the third one. Here. Here. Okay, third one. The third one is definitions. You all should have one definition. So with respect to UPSC questions, like let me erase this. With respect to UPSC questions, in ethics, they are repeating. In ethics, most of the questions are repeating. Most of the questions are repeating. Like my previous students might be aware, in case studies, almost some 7 case studies are having the same idea. They have made little change. That's it. So in ethics paper, questions do repeat. Concepts, what to prepare, how to prepare case study. Would you please explain? Definitely. Case studies is most important, and in fact, one of the important thing you might not be aware. If a UPSC aspirant gets 100 marks, then 70% of the marks he gets through case studies, or at least 60%. What he get in theory is just 30 to 40%. This is true. UPSC ethics questions are very difficult, and in fact they are made difficult by giving less time. This is very important. See, one more important thing, in ethics paper they have intentionally made the time limit. There is always you have got shortage of time. Why they have made this? This is intentional. There is, till now I have not met an individual who says that for ethics paper time was enough. Why? This is intentional. Say for example, there was a question, what does happiness means to you? If you are given sufficient time, you will write all your cognition things, you will analyze what, like how I have to write. But when you have got very less time, then the real thing, what is there in your mind comes. To see how individual make decision in a limited time. Not only that, to see how individual make the decision. To see that they have limited the time. Right, madam? So, sir, I think PDF is posted on Telegram only till day 7. Could you please share the remaining PDF? Yes, definitely. And also one important thing, with great effort, like nearly like 50 people were blocked. In fact, really that was not my fault. What has happened is these people were having some devices like which can record, like which can stop the app, something like that. I have taken the risk. Somehow I have like unlocked all the people through. No, everyone is unblocked. Or everything is in the app now. Definitely, everyone is unblocked now. Yesterday, like in fact, it was a like very big task. Somehow I have taken the risk. I have asked the people concerned, technical people to unblock. I have assured them that our people won't be how to join Telegram group. So the link we will be providing, just join. That is very easy, right? So when it comes to ethics paper, you have to analyze, you have to conceptualize. And dear students, like from next week possible, how to like next week possible, I'll take up other things in civil service preparation, not only ethics. Like why I thought started with ethics is, one of the thing is ethics is equal to interview preparation, ethics is equal to essay preparation, ethics is equal to your social justice and your society preparation along with governance preparation. Nearly 1,000 marks. After that, I'll come up with all the things, I'll touch everything. And also one of the reason is, like here, say for example, our Shiv Kumar is already a stalwart. He has roamed throughout Delhi, experienced everything. Now he is in the class to get his doubts clarified. So why I said is, new for newcomers, for beginners, for all, it is one thing which can be started. That is the reason I started, and in fact, it is important. Once you finish this paper, you can just keep this aside. In fact, we are waiting for other class. Yes, will. Can you please share more about the interview experience someday? Definitely. But in fact, all the beginners are behind interview preparation, how interview, those things. Don't worry. Everyone, in fact, me, I was also thinking like I have to get service very early. If I get service early, I'll be getting promotion. I'll become secretary. All will be there. Don't worry. In fact, just getting the service is enough. Definitely, I'll be sharing. Right? So with these things, this chapter is complete. Very important. Please apply. I repeat, the things which we have studied in this, you please go through them. You apply them to all case studies. This is my humble request. If you do that, in fact, you will be in a better position. You will be in a better position than me. Krishna Naik is like pressing for me for long, like how working professional should manage. Definitely, I will take some time. Definitely, I will answer your query. It's in my mind. Definitely, I will take, but I'm not finding time, and also I'm not finding the correct opportunity. This was an amazing session. Thank you so much, sir, for making everything simple. Okay, great, madam. Thank you, and please do like, share the things what we do. In fact, like we'll try our best. I will try our best to do what all best I can do. Sir, can you get a gross idea of which subjects are covering in which month? Definitely, we'll be sharing, like as I said, let us complete in these 2-3 months some of the important things which are related to mains. As I've already told, ethics, essay, and your interview, social justice, society. The societal things we already have touched. In fact, even those who cover society as a subject in general studies, they won't cover. We have touched with respect to the concept of culture, values. We'll be covering these things first. Afterwards, we'll start the things. Definitely, I'll be telling has to how to say, for example, many are finding lot of like still you have got lot of time, so you are confused as to what to read, what not to read. In just give me some 1 week time. I'll give one timetable as to if you like if you are left, if you are having more time, then what you should do. Okay, like Shivkumar is saying, like broader dimension, great, because he's senior citizen, already Delhi experienced candidate, right? Okay, this was it. Like I thank you all. I has the things proceed. And one more thing, yes, definitely. I'll be making groups also. Like you have to work in group, but it takes time. It takes time. Let me see like how you are working, like what are your potential. So I'll make you to work in group, and also like I'll see that this group will be there till you get service. So we'll make some group with respect to optional, with respect to subject, everything we'll do. Let us like begin in a step by step way. Still we are long way to go, right? Okay, okay. I thank you one and all. Have a so I don't know what to say. It's night. I can't say have a great day. I can't say good night because I want you to read. Okay. So enjoy your preparation. Have a great day. And as I always say, be happy. Life begins when fear ends. There is nothing to worry. There is nothing to fear. Life is beautiful. All are conspiring to help you, but they want to see that you are a dedicated person. That's it. Right? Okay. Thank you, one and all. I'll conclude the session here. Happy reading.